sōmapō'mṛtapaḥ sōmaḥ, purujit purusattamaḥ, vinayō jayaḥ satyasandhō, dāśārhaḥ sātvatāṃ patiḥ.
sōmapō'mṛtapaḥ means one who drinks the somarasa. This comes in the Vedic, in the yajna yagas. It's a ritualistic phenomenon. The somarasa or the soma juice somarasa is extracted from a plant, we are told, and it has got lot of benefits. And in the yagas and yajnas, it is offered to the deity whom we are invoking through the yajna or homa, depending on what yajna we are doing, what homa we are doing. If it is Chandi Homa, we are invoking Devi. If it is Sudarshana Homa, we are invoking Vishnu. Rudra Homa, Lord Shiva. Different deities are invoked depending on what is the sankalpa that a person has taken. So in all these yagas and yajnas, the tradition is that the somarasa is offered to the deity, and the deity accepts it. Now all the deities whom we are worshipping or whom we are invoking in the yagas and yajnas, they are all functional names. They are all offices. They are all in charge of certain powers. Agni is in charge of fire, Vayu is in charge of air, Varuna is in charge of water, like that. So therefore, when we offer the somarasa to these various deities, actually, to whom are we offering it to? We are all offering it to the Lord of all lords. Earlier we have gone through it. Adi Devaha, Mahadevaha, Lord of all lords. So all the offerings that we offer to the various deities, actually through them, they are like a medium. They are an instrument in between us and the Lord of all lords. So when we offer it to them, they accept it and then they communicate it, or in turn offer it to the Lord of all lords. Therefore, in that sense, we are told sōmapō'mṛtapaḥ means one who drinks or one who accepts the somarasa that is being offered to the various deities in the yajnas and yagas. It just means that whatever we offer to the Lord, He accepts. Because now we know that yajna means not just the homa, not just the ritual that we perform, but all our activities, from cooking to working in the office, each and every activity, all of them we can turn them out to become a yajna. That's what Lord Krishna tells us in the Bhagavad Gita. All work must become divine, it should become worship. So all our daily activities, ordinary simple daily activities, if we do them or if we perform them with the right bhava, with the right attitude, they become or they constitute a yajna. So in fact, therefore all of us, if we are really following what Lord has told us in the Bhagavad Gita, we are not performing ordinary simple activities which will bind us, but we are performing a yajna. So when we are performing a yajna, one of the aspect is to offer the somarasa, which means whatever we offer to the Lord. Because every yajna, every homa demands different ingredients, different dravyas, depending on the deity who is being invoked. So the meaning of this is the Lord accepts everything that we offer unto Him. So if we have already said, it is not my will, Bhagavan, it is thy will. And also when we are performing the activity, if we say, I am not the one who is actually functioning or working over there, I am just an instrument, the Lord is functioning through me, Naham Karta Hari Karta. And also when the phala comes to us, if we say, I am not the one who is the enjoyer, but the Lord alone is the enjoyer, automatically everything has been offered to Him. And when we offer it to Him in such total, complete surrender with devotion, the Lord accepts it. So in that sense, sōmapō'mṛtapaḥ. Amrutapaḥ, again, one who drinks in amritam. Amritam is supposed to be a celestial divine drink which came out of the churning of the milk ocean. We know the story of. So when a person, whenever, whoever it be, when that person drinks this amrita, we are told that person never ever goes through any change, no modification. Mrita means death. Amrita means no death. So no death means they will continue to live forever and forever and forever. Means their state will not change. So from a realm of change, that person has moved to the realm of changelessness. From the realm of mortality, that person has moved to the state of immortality. Amrita is not just a drink or a nectar over there. There is much more to it than what meets our eyes and ears. So amrita actually means the state of immortality, where there is no change at all. Where there is no change means obviously there was no birth, because the moment we assign to anything, any being or anything birth, automatically death gets included over there. Birth and death go together. So therefore when we say changeless, it means no birth, no growth, no modification, no variation, no disease, no decay, and therefore no death. That is called as the state of immortality, which is indicated by the term amritam. So Bhagavan is the one who drinks in amritam, means not that he really drinks, he revels in that state of immortality, in that ananda state, satchit ananda state, he is reveling in it. Not only the Lord is reveling in it, all our masters who have realized, who reach that mukti state, moksha state, the state of enlightenment, we call them jivan muktas, they are all reveling in the state of amrita. So they are reveling and reveling. It's a way of saying they are drinking in. Drinking in amrita means they are reveling in that highest state of divine bliss. Ananda. Ananda which has got no opposite. Our happiness has got an opposite called unhappiness. But Ananda has got no opposite at all. It's a one without a state, so one without a second state. So ōmṛtapaḥ, sōmaḥ. Earlier we are told Bhagavan himself is the sun. Not only he gives the sun power to enforth, shed his light and bring forth heat for all of us, but Bhagavan says, I alone am the sun, because he says, nothing exists apart from me. Everything is me itself in a different form. So the sun is he, the moon is he, all the devatas are he. What is there apart from me? What exists apart from me? Bhagavan says, I alone have become everything. So to see the Lord in everything and every being is one state or one level, which is very good. We should reach that state of seeing the Lord in everything and in every being. But then afterwards to move further and to say, it's not just that I see the Lord in everything and every being, but the Lord himself is everything and every being, is a completely different dimensions. If the Lord himself is there in everything, the Lord himself has become everything and every being, how we would connect with that thing or being is completely different, because we are connecting with the Lord himself in the form of that thing or in the form of that being. So sōmaḥ, so Surya, he said, everything I am. The planets I am, the sun and the moon I am, the stars I am, the solar system I am. What is he not? So over here he says, I am the moon. So just like the sun's heat and the sun's light is nothing but the Lord himself, similarly here, over here, the moonlight, its coolness, the brilliance of the full moon, and its unique influence on all of us. And also we are told, the Shastras tell us, that the nutritive value or the food value in the food is fixed up by the moonlight. So who gave to the moon the special capacity and the ability to fix up the vitamin A and the vitamin B and the vitamin C and the iron and the calcium and the protein, etc. in the food that we consume? It's the Lord himself. So food value in Shastra is called as Aushadha. Aushadha we always say is medicine. So Aushadha, who gives to the whatever we consume, the fruits, the vegetables, the pulses, the cereal, their nutritive value and the food value. Moon fixes it all up over there. And that we don't call it as food value or nutritive value, but we call it as Aushadha itself. So in that sense, food itself is medicine for us. If we take the right amount of food, the right proportion, the right type of food, it becomes medicine for all of us. It will take care of our health, physical, mental and intellectual health. That is why so much of importance given to food. So Soma, the moon over here. So when the Lord says, I am the moon, all of the characteristics of the moon are included over here. So it's the Lord alone who fixes up all the food value in the food that we are consuming. So sōmaḥ, purujit and purusattamaḥ, we will take it together. Puru means many. How many can we count? Is it 100? Is it 1000? Is it 10,000 or a lakh or a crore? It is infinite. Because we are dealing with that universal aspect over here in the Vishnu Sahasranama. So the many has got no number, we can't fix any number over here at all. So Puru means many. How many? Infinite. Infinite, after one, how many zeros should we put? We do not know at all. It's innumerable. So jitam means to win over, to win a victory over. So purujit means one who has won over everybody. It's not that we are talking only about the Rakshasas and the Asuras, where the Lord comes in the form of an avatar and kills and destroys the Rakshasic forces, the Asuric forces. He came and killed Hiranyaksha, Hiranyakashipu, Ravana, Kumbhakarna and all of them. That is one aspect. That is all Rakshasic forces outside of us. But when we say he has won over, when somebody wins over somebody, it means he or she is the master and the other person is obliged to listen to them. That is what it means, victory and defeat. When a king of a particular kingdom defeats the king of the neighboring kingdom, then he becomes the master. He becomes the lord of that king. And he is obliged to obey and listen to the king who has won over him. So when we say won over, it just doesn't mean people, evil forces, Rakshasas. When Purujit means won over everything, means Bhagavan is the master of everything. Everything is under his control. That's what it means. So therefore, purusattamaḥ, one who is greater than the greatest. Where can we find another person who is even more greater than Bhagavan? He is the greatest amongst the many. Purusattamaḥ, uttamaḥ. Uttama means great. Great amongst whom? He is the greatest among all that which is great. He is the CEO of all CEOs. And Puru means many over here. So he is many means what? In the sense he is the master of everything and every being. In the sense without him, first of all, nothing can exist. No thing or no being can exist. First a thing has to exist and then only it can become functional. First we have to exist, we human beings or the animals or the plant. Then only they can do whatever they are supposed to do or they want to do. So the very existence itself is he. So he has lordship over everybody. He is beyond everybody. So therefore he is the ultimate boss of everything. He is the ultimate ruler of everybody. He has won over everybody in that sense. Won over means everything obeys him. Everything listens to him. He is the one who orders, who governs, who commands, who regulates. Dasura has written a very beautiful song. Actually it's on Navagrahas. Sakala graha balanine sarasi jaksha. The bala or the strength of all the planets. Because we worship different 9 planets are there. Starting from the sun onwards. Sun, moon, Mangala graha, then Buddha, Guru, Shukra, Shani, Rahu, Ketu. So 9 of them are there. So each one of them has got their own characteristics and the influence at the macro level and the micro level, the universal level and the individual level. They are very, very powerful. Who gave to them the bala or the strength? Dasaru says, Sakala Graha Bala Nine Sarasi Jaksha. It's one of the songs of the Navaratna Malika, they say. 9 gems, 9 songs have been identified as the 9 gems of Saint Purandara Dasaru. Each of them, not only these 9, all of his, we call them Devarnamas. Because they can be sung very easily. They are not like the Kirtans, the traditional Kirtans given by Tyagaraja Swami or Muthuswami Dikshitar. These are little more easier to sing. But the profound significance and suggestiveness that is there in all these songs, Dasaru has written everything in Kannada. It is nothing less than Upanishadic truths. Therefore, we call all his songs, Devarnamas, as Purandara Upanishad. Any song we can pick up. Simple one. Normally in a music concert, all these are kept for the end of the concert. The lighter section. After the heavier section is over, the elaboration of a raga and then the kirtan and then the swaras and all that, this is supposed to be a lighter section. For a musician, little bit lighter maybe, but in no sense is it light. So much of significance is there, so much of philosophy is there in all of these Devarnama. Not only Purandara Dasar, all our Dasaras. The Dasapa, Haridasa Parampara, all of them have given so many Devarnamas. Any one of them we can pick up. So beautiful it is. They have communicated it so beautifully to us. So therefore Dasaru says, Sakala Graha Balanine Sarasi Jaksha. You are the bala or you are the strength behind all the Navagrahas. You are the sun, you are the moon. It doesn't say you have given power to the moon, power to the sun. You are the sun, you are the moon, you are Mangala, you are all the grahas. You are the nakshatras. Again, each one of us is born under a nakshatra, so the star influences us. You are the star itself. You are time. You are the tithi. The small time interval, the days, Ashtami, Navami and all. You are the tithi, you are the karana, you are the yoga. Everything you are. They all influence us. All of that which influences us is he only. Therefore, he must be the boss. Therefore, he is the master. Therefore, he is Vana Victory. Vana Victory in the sense, he commands us, he governs us, he rules over us, he regulates everything. Things and beings. So, purujit, purusattamaḥ. Vinayāha means the one who is very, very humble. Capital H. Sometimes we say, I am very humble, I am very humble, I am very humble. If we keep on saying, I am very humble, that itself is a display of our ego over there. They say humility is such a thing, the moment we say, I have got it, we have lost it. Ativinaya dhurta lakshana also they say. So here it is not like that at all. Bhagavan is the one who has got supreme humility, capital S, capital H. In the sense, he will come down to any level to do our uddhar. For the welfare and the well-being of all of his creation, Bhagavan doesn't look up to his post and what he is and where he is. He just comes down to our level. And that has been so beautifully elaborated in story form in all our Puranas. So nothing is an obstacle for him or a barrier for him, or he never, no considerations at all. He will just come down to fulfill whatever he wants to fulfill. That is smaller than the smallest and larger than the largest also. In Hanuman Chalis, Sukshma Rupa. Hanumanji took a Sukshma Rupa because at that point of time when he had to meet Sita, he cannot go in his all-powerful, terrible form over there. His might, his glory is so much. He could have gone there, just like how he is. But he knows when to become small, when to become large, when to be in his Saumya form, when he needs to be in his Ugra form. That is what humility is all about. We need to adapt so beautifully to the situation. So when he has to meet Sita and console her and convince her that he has come from the side of Rama, he takes a very small form. But when he wants to burn up the Lanka, we know how he is. In a terrible form he is. And also when he is destroying the Ashokavana, and killing all the Rakshasas. He can't do it in a small form. He can't do it in a Saumya form. In the Ramayana, we have got a beautiful description of how he grows and how he is aggressive, how he is angry, because he has to destroy the other side, which is full of adharma. So Hanumanji is a beautiful character which depicts all these so beautifully. Humility over there. I never did anything, he says, when he comes back. It's all Lord Rama's grace and blessing. How can I, a mere monkey, accomplish all this? Nobody can accomplish like how he has accomplished. We know that. That is why we say asadhya is not there in your dictionary at all. Even asadhya, which is impossible, you make it possible. You made it possible. Therefore, oh Hanumanji, I am invoking you. You come into my life, and whatever seems impossible for me, you please make it possible for me also. Is the prayer through which we invoke him. Nothing is impossible for him. We know what all he has accomplished. Nobody would have been able to accomplish what he has accomplished. But when he comes back, and Rama knows also that he alone can accomplish it. But he never presents a picture of himself that I alone am the one who can accomplish it. Rama knows. That's the beauty of that relationship between Hanumanji and Rama. And that is why he gives the ring to nobody else but to Hanumanji. And Hanumanji doesn't immediately gloat over there and say, look, I got the ring, therefore Lord knows I only can accomplish it. Nothing like that. At the tip of Bharat, all of them are sitting over there quietly. Who can cross the ocean? He never says, I can cross. Jambavan comes and tells him, why are you sitting quiet? I know you can cross. Accomplish whatever you have to accomplish and then come back. You're the only one. Get up now, he says. And then Hanumanji gets up. And then he gets into that terrible, huge form. Manifests himself in a huge form and then crosses the ocean, accomplishes whatever he has to accomplish and then comes back. Even Sita said nobody would have been able to accomplish what he accomplished. Not only meeting her, not only giving the ring to her, consoling her, but destroying the Shokavan. He does little more than what he should do. He enters straight into the darbar of Ravana, because he needs to see who the enemy is, whom later on Rama has to counter. And advises him also. But we know Ravana will not listen to him. And then when Ravana tries to set him on fire, whatever they gave to him, he gives it back to them. That's a message for us. Whatever we give to somebody, we will get it back. And we won't get it back in equal measure, it will come back in leaps and bounds. So they are the ones who set his tail to fire, the tail on fire. He gave it back to them and then came back. So much he accomplished. Actually, Ravana was terrified. Heart of hearts, he is feeling scared, but he will not show it out. And then when he comes back over here, everybody is praising him and glorifying him. He says, I wouldn't have been able to accomplish it. Even Rama praises him. The end of Sundarkand, I think the first chapter of Yuddhakand over there. Nobody would have been able to accomplish what you have accomplished. You are a Uttama Duta, Bhagavan says over there. There are 3 types of anything. Uttama, Adama, Madhyama. Adama means the lowest type. Madhyama means middle, mediocre, okay type. Uttama is the best. So anyone, Shishya, Adama Shishya, Madhyama Shishya, Uttama Shishya, we can say. So like that, he went as a Ramaduta. He says, you are the Uttama Duta. Uttama Duta is one who not only implicitly obeys what the master has said, accomplishes what the master has said, but along with that is able to accomplish a little more, but it should be Anukula to the master, not be Pratikula to him. He shouldn't go and spoil things over there. Uttama Duta. And I, at this point of time, do not have anything to give to you, Hanumanji. Rama says, and then he tells him, he says, I don't have anything to give to you because he is in exile. But then the Lord says, I am giving to you my all. It looks like a contradiction. I don't have anything at this moment to give you materialistically, but I give to you my all. Sarva is the word used over there. And then he gives Hanumanji a big hug. That all, sarva, takes care of everything. When Bhagavan says, I have given to you my all, it means everything is given to him. So therefore, there are no two there at all. Hanumanji hugging Rama, they are actually one when they embrace each other. Advaita comes in over there. It's very beautiful. See, he says, I did not accomplish anything by myself. Who am I? I am just a monkey. What can I do? What can I achieve? It's all Lord's grace and blessing. Humility over there. Humility doesn't mean saying I could not, but everything Lord only achieve. I was an instrument and for the Lord to function through me. It's not just that. To be able to allow ourselves, we should become so liquid. We should become so elastic. We should become so flexible for the Lord or for the higher to handle us. That is also humility. Or sometimes we are very rigid. Whenever we all pose for a photograph, some of us have to sit down, some of us have to stand up. Most of us will say, I don't want to sit down. I want to stand. Why? Because we want our entire, whatever we are wearing, nice clothes to be shown in the picture over there, in the photo over there. Why should I sit down over there? Or why should I go to the side? I want to be in the center. I want to face the camera. But in the Rama Pattabhisheka scene over there, even the picture over there is so significant. It's got lots to tell us. Rama Pattabhisheka picture, the coronation of Lord Rama, the picture normally which we see, represents the state of a Jivan Mukta. That is the ultimate that can happen outside and inside of us. Pattabhisheka must happen outside for a country to come up, Rama Rajya. So Rama Pattabhishek. Rama Pattabhisheka must happen inside us also. Only then we can say a person has become a Jivan Mukta. So in that picture over there, Rama is there, Sita is there, Lakshmana is there, and all the others are also there. Where is Hanumanji? Gurudev used to say very nicely, when the Pattabhisheka was over, the photographer, the royal photographer was called, he had his own sense of humor, called to click a picture. So when the royal photographer came to click, everybody was standing over there, but Hanumanji did not stand. On the other hand, he is kneeling down over there, where at Rama's feet, not even turned towards the camera, he's turned sideways. So look at the body language of Hanumanji over there. He is turned sideways, he is bent, head down, and where are his eyes? His eyes are glued to, focused onto Rama's feet. That is the humility that Hanumanji had. All our gods. So Bhagavan is an embodiment of, a personification of humility, because he just can fit into anything. He just can accommodate himself everywhere. He has fitted himself to all of us. Some of us are good, we are all good to different extents. He never said, I will not sit inside you because you are bad. He has accommodated himself in everything and in every being. Why? After all creation is his. That is also a sense of humility. So vinayā, that's one meaning. Another meaning, vi plus naya. Naya means to lead. Earlier this name had come, to lead us, to guide us. We, when we say it means visheshena. Bhagavan himself takes that little extra effort, walks with us along our spiritual journey. So vinayā means the Lord is the one who actually leads us to the ultimate destination. Vinayā. And how will he lead us? He will lead us very correctly. Step by step, he'll tell us how to walk, how fast to walk, when to walk, everything he will take care of. Sometimes when somebody is there as our guide, they may not lead us properly. They may divert our attention. They may make us go round and come back over there. Bhagavan is not like that at all. Through he will be with us, and he will help us to walk the path of dharma, which is the path of truth and righteousness. He will accompany us. He will help us. So we can't have a better guide than him to show us the path and to walk the path along with us. He not only shows us the path, he walks the path along with us. Vinayā, jayaḥ, this nama has come so many times, the victorious. Jaya means to win over. Purujit has already come over there. He is the one who is victorious over everything and every being. There is nothing called a defeat for him. We are not just talking about war, battle, where we know that dharma alone wins, satya alone wins, and the other side loses. Everything, ultimately it is only because of him. 1 hour victory means he is the supreme most. Everything obeys him. He commands, he governs, not like a dictator. That is why Vinaya has come there. He is not a dictator. But with that, he is the most victorious. He is the one who ultimately, any situation, it can be any situation, materialistic, it can be spiritual, it can be in our life's journeys. Everywhere, if there is a victory, if we are successful, if fulfillment comes to us, if we feel happy, it means the Lord has been with us. Why? He is the one who will give to us victory. He is the one who will give to us success. He is the one who will give to us satisfaction, contentment, fulfillment. Everything He alone bestows upon us. Therefore, jayaḥ, satyasandhō. Satyasandhō means satya sankalpa. Anything that the Lord wills, He need not have to speak it out. Anything that just, if we can use this word, anything that crosses His mind, it's a thought crossing the mind. We say a thought crossed in my mind and therefore I have decided to do this, or I plan to do this. Means it's a sankalpa. It's a thought which has crossed and it has become our will and we want to execute it. We may not. And even if we venture into trying to fulfill it, we may succeed, we may not succeed. But in the case of Bhagavan, satyasandhō, whatever sankalpa he makes, whatever he chooses to do, plan, it automatically gets executed. Automatically it gets fulfilled. Never ever is there that the Lord made a sankalpa and it did not get fulfilled. It's not like that at all. Therefore, he is called Satyasandhā or Satya Sankalpa. Truthful resolution. We make so many resolutions in our life and we break them. Bhagavan is not like that at all. So whatever sankalpa comes to him, it's truthful because ultimately it will automatically get executed. That is why again Dāsāru writes, Hari Chitta Satya Nara Chitta Lavalesha Nadayadu. Hari Chitta Satya. Hari Chitta means Satyasandhā. That alone will ultimately fulfill itself, come what may. What about our own will, Narachitta? It will never ever come to see its own fulfillment. Why? Because we don't have Sankalpa Shakti at all. We ourselves will be cancelling our own thoughts. We are so negative. So even if there is positivity, that negativity will come and overwhelm the positivity in us. In Bhagavan, there is no trace of negativity at all. He is the positive. The positive which is beyond the positive and negative in our realm. In our realm, there is dual, positive, negative. We can say there is a absolute positive which has got no opposite. So therefore, Satyasandhā. He always, when he says something, it's not an empty promise at all. In the Bhagavad Gita, in so many places, he makes a promise. I will look after. It's not an empty promise. It's a promise that the Lord will fulfill. So there are many places over there where Bhagavan assures us and makes a promise saying, I will do this or I will take up this responsibility. They are all not false promises or empty promises made by the Lord. It's a Satyasandhā he is. dāśārhaḥ means one who belongs to the dāśārhaḥ dynasty, Yadava dynasty. Bhagavan was born in the Yadava Kula we know as Krishna. So we call it as the Yadava Kula or the Yadava dynasty. Another meaning for that is dāśārhaḥ dynasty. And another meaning is Arhata means to be capable of, one who has got the, one who is fit enough. We say, she has got the arhata to go there. Or he has got the arhata to meet this person, means one who is fit enough. Dāśārhaḥ means one who is fit to receive everything, the means to give and to take. Both are included in that one, this thing, the. One who is fully competent, one who is fit enough to receive everything that comes to him. And also one who is fit enough and he is fully competent to give to us whatever we want. We know all our demands. Sky is the limit, infinite. Can one person fulfill all our demands? Yes, there is one person who can fulfill all our demands. Who is it? Bhagavan. And is there one person who can receive everything also? Just like the ocean, it receives all the water from all the rivers, and still it doesn't cross its limit. Every moment, every second, tons and tons of gallons of water are being poured forth into the ocean. Rivers from all over the world. But still the ocean doesn't cross its limits. So we can say the ocean is fully competent to receive so much of water without it crossing its limits. Similarly, Bhagavan also can keep on receiving, can keep on receiving, can keep on receiving. Is there any limit to it? There is no limit to it at all. Why he is Ananta? So any amount it will go into him. We are not talking food or anything like that. Anything that we give to him, he can receive it. There is no limit to it at all. Similarly, anything he can give to us also. Is there a limit to his giving? No, there is no limit at all. That is also the meaning of dāśārhaḥ. Sātvatāṃ patiḥ. Pati means again Lord, Master. Sātvatāṃ patiḥ. Sātvatāṃ means one who are on the path of goodness. All the noble people, those who are noble, virtuous, sattvic in nature, for all of them, who is the one who will lead them ultimately to their goal? The virtuous people. Bhagavan is the one who will lead them to their goal, who will help them through thick and through thin. Therefore, Sātvatāṃ patiḥ. But he is the Lord of all the sattvic people, of all the noble people. Therefore, he will come and protect them when they are in trouble. If the evil forces and the asuric and the rakshasic forces are troubling the good and the noble, Bhagavan immediately will come. That is why we have the avatar. He will immediately come and protect them and look after them and make sure that nothing happens to them. So, Sātvatāṃ patiḥ.